Alright, what's up, guys? So, I got a video request from Daniel Rohai. He wants me to talk about you should care about your money more than people. Your money is your lifeline and your ultimate security against danger in this world. It's not perfect security, but it's the best one. You should not carelessly part with your money. Spending your money should always be a serious contemplation. Well, I'll say if there's people out there that have kids, they should use their money to spend on their kids so they can have a quality of life. If they are unwilling to make money and not give their kids a quality of life, that's fucked up, But say if these parents make money and they don't even use their money to help their kids out there in the real world, then that's not right either, because their kids may need help. These kids need guidance, and if these parents just care about money, they don't seem to care about their children, and that doesn't make sense. And why would they have kids anyways if they just care about money? They should have never had any. But besides that, I guess I agree with you in ways. I think that people should be careful who they give out money to, because people can take your kindness for a weakness a lot of times. And if you reveal your financial life with people, people will use you for your money. They'll manipulate you to spend money on these people, and they're fake friends. Like a real friend wouldn't ask for money from you if they're genuine and they're A1s. But there's a lot of people out there that see you have money and they want to take advantage of it. And I do agree in a way. You got to be careful with that, because it is your lifeline. If you give your money out to people all the time and stuff, like, you may run out and there could be a situation where you like have an emergency and it's something with your physical health, and you may need to go to the doctor, you need to go to the hospital, and that's a huge medical bill. And if you just give your money out to people all the time, you won't have enough money to cover up your medical bills, and that isn't good, right? And it's good to save your money. It's good to save your money to do things that you like to do also. You work and do stuff you use as a reward, and you want to do stuff that you want to do. You don't want to have people tell you to go out all the time and spend money on them. Like if they're going out to the bars and clubs constantly, they don't do it once in a while. They don't respect you as a person when you want to save money to do something fun, or you want to save that money to buy a house, or you want to save that money to buy a better car. You want to save that money for whatever it is, right? It's best to not hang out with those type of people. Yeah, it is not a perfect security. Like I say in my videos, my old channel and stuff, like money isn't going to cure cancer. Money isn't going to fix your depression. Money isn't going to fix everything, right? But it does give you a quality of life, right? And, you know, you gotta be careful, like, if, say, your parents are asking you for money. They say, help me, I need money for this. I'm your mother, I'm your father, you should help me, in a way, when really that's up to you if you want to help them. And if they abused you, they treat you like garbage, you don't need to give them money. That's their problem. And yeah, money money is your lifeline in a way. You need it to survive. You need it to buy food. You need to have money to have a shelter. You need money to basically whatever survival needs, right? And it's a tool, and you want to use that tool for the right reasons, and you want to use that tool to have fun in a way where you have self-control, where you don't spend too much money, not everyone's perfect with that. I'm not, but yeah, like if you give money out to people too much, people will view it as a pushover in a way, I guess, right? Like it's good to say no, I don't have money for you, even though you do have money, right? Because you're not obligated to give everyone money, That's your money. You should do what you want with it, right? As long as it doesn't harm yourself or others, with the money, right? I'll say, yeah, money, like, it's good to have money, because if someone needs to retire or something, they put in a Roth, they put in a 401k, it's important, I'll say, there's nothing wrong with giving money to people that aren't bugging you all the time. They only ask you here and there, but that's up to you, that's your money, right? Yeah, and I guess if there's people that ask for money and they lie to you, they use it for the wrong reasons. They use it for self-destructive behavior, for hedonistic pleasures, and they keep taking money from you, then yeah, that's not good, It's not good to give money to people that like that, But if someone like is homeless, is genuine, needs help, and only asks once, and they're not gonna use that money to make them worse, they don't ask you again, I guess that's worth it, But that's the thing, like if you give money out to someone, they're gonna do whatever they want with it, and can't stop them, I guess. But I guess you could feel disappointed if they use the money for reasons that they told you, but they lied, Yeah, because if you get in a car accident, you don't have enough money, you've been giving money out to people all the time, then that's not good either. You need that car too to go to work, or you need that car to, say, like drive around in to get groceries. You need to use that car to get to your home when you need to, right? So it is like a lifeline. Yeah, I guess it does build a sense of security with money, The more money you have, the more secure you are. The more likely that you won't have as many issues with certain things, Like I said before, unless like you get cancer, you have a mental health problem, or you have a physical health problem, right? And that's a thing, right? Like people can peer pressure you into things, and people can be a bad influence, and they want to use your money to do things that aren't good. And that can um, that can make you go broke, you know, in a way. If they're not doing it, like if they're not like doing it, like say if they're doing these things and they're not having self control, they're just reckless and they just don't care about your finances, then it's not real, you know. Um, yeah. Um, yeah. So say if you become homeless, right? Money is your lifeline. If you're homeless, you want to use that wisely when you're homeless. You know, you don't want to use that money to spend it on things that isn't going to get you out of homelessness. You know, that's not an easy thing for someone to do that is like addicted to drugs, or they've been through a lot of trauma in their life, and it's to the point where they have learned helplessness, or it gives them mental health problems to the point where it gives them a hard time keeping a job, or whatever it is, you know. Um, yeah, money is your lifeline. It's you want to use it wisely, and I guess there's nothing wrong if you want to give your money out to people that aren't going to use you. They're not going to manipulate you. They're not going to take advantage of you. You know, they're like your close relatives or something. But if they, like what I said before with the parents, like if they take advantage of you, they gaslight you and in a way where they guilt trip you, say, I'm your mother, I raised you, you gotta help me, you gotta give me money, you know, and you don't have to give them money like that, you know. Um, yeah, I guess that's it. Catch you guys later.